we're going to be, let's see, we want to talk now. We're going to go over to the Vernia Historical Society. And ladies, introduce yourself.
My name is Elaine Stevens. I am president of the Vernia Historical Association.
And
I'm Susan Richter. I'm the director of the Vernia Heritage Museum and also an officer of the Historical Association.
So you guys have quite a story about Vernia. Tell us a little bit about Vernia, if you would, Elaine, and what's going on with that?
Well,
a lot of growth going on over there, isn't
there is a lot of growth going on in Vernia, and it's good growth. And Vernia has a great history. We were originated by folks who came from the Old South, and Vernia is actually said to be where the Old South met the Wild West. It was.
So there actually is a lot of history over there.
There is a lot of history in Vernia. And
I noticed you have a Masonic Lodge over there that's really old too.
We do. The Masonic Lodge was built in about 1871, and it's considered a full moon lodge, and that is because the lodge members would come to the lodge on the full moon so that they would have the light of the moon to direct their wagons to get to the meetings.
That was very important back then, wasn't it? Well, tell us a little bit about you personally. What kind of, I think you mentioned to me that you do a whole lot of different volunteering. So what are some of the organizations that you're involved in?
Well, in addition
You're a busy lady.
I am, but I like it. In addition to the Vernia Historical Association, I'm also the vice president of the Greater Vernia Chamber of Commerce and several other organizations in South Texas.
So it keeps you pretty busy, huh?
It does.
So it'd be safe to say that you have a big commitment to Vernia.
I do. I love Vernia. I'm fascinated
how long
with
have you been living out there?
I've lived out there since '92.
Okay, so you've been there for a while and you've seen a lot of this growth.
Yeah, yes.
Because I remember when there was only a 2-lane road out to Highway 87. Remember that? And there was, when you said Vernia, nobody really knew where it was at. It was just out there somewhere in a nice little town. But now, when you go out there, you got these big subdivisions and all these things happening. There's a lot of stuff going on out there.
It's a beautiful community, really it is. We have a wonderful school district, and we have still a beautiful fields everywhere to look at. And of course, we're very interested in the history, and a lot has happened in Vernia, and we're excited that we have an opportunity to bring some of this to the surface.
Now, you brought somebody along with you. Who'd you bring with you?
I did. This is Susan Richter, who is the director of the Vernia Heritage Museum. She's also one of the officers for the Historical Association.
You guys work real closely together.
We do.
All right, Susan, tell us a little bit about yourself. I think you were telling me you were in banking for a long time.
I was in banking for almost 30 years, and when I retired from there, I pretty much got busier. Besides volunteering, I also have an antique store there in Vernia, and it's called Sue's Antiques, and I manage an office for my husband's business in the drywall business.
And what's the name of his business?
His business is Dennis Richter Drywall.
Okay, Dennis Richter Drywall, and name of your antique store again?
Sue's Antiques.
And it's on 87?
Right on 87.
You can't miss it. All right, tell us about your museum.
Our museum, well, we've only been there since 2005. It's very small. It originally was the Vernia Volunteer Fire Department building, and they built it in the 50s. And we have rotating exhibits because it's really small.
So you can't put everything in there at once?
No, we'd love to.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe with this broadcast, we'll find somebody out there that's someone that has money and wants to donate and needs a tax write-off and just write you a check for $500,000.
That would be wonderful.
And you folks out there be listening now that your Lord is leading you that way, we're going to give you an opportunity to complete that feeling. Okay, go ahead.
Our museum is open on the first and third Sundays of every month from noon till 3. So if you like, come out and visit us.
And it's right there on 87.
Right on 87.
All right, well, thank you. Now, do you guys have a website, too?
We do have a website. It is laverniahistory.com.
laverniahistory.com, and so that gives you information on the Historical Society and also the museum.
That's right, on both.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about your event coming up. I know this is why you're here. You've got a great event coming up. Tell us about it.
We do. We have the 9th Annual Chihuahua Trail Art Show and Sale, which is coming up on November the 2nd.
Chihuahua Trail. That's the name of the trail.
That's the name of the trail.
Okay.
Vernia's actually on the Chihuahua Trail.
What comes to my mind when you said that was that, remember the Taco, what is it, Taco Cabana? Or Taco Bell commercial? The Chihuahua on the TV. So anyway, the Chihuahua Trail, and that's going to happen when again?
That will be on November the 2nd, Saturday, November 2nd.
And what time does it start?
It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. It goes until 8 p.m.
And so if people want more information on that, they can go to the website again.
LaverniaHistory.com. We also have a Facebook page that has a lot of information.
All right. Ladies, thanks for being around. And I invited them to lunch today, but they're busy and they got to go. But I'm going to give you what's the word? A rain check. I knew it had check in it. We'll give you a rain check and you can come back and have lunch again sometime. And by the way, as you can see, we got plenty of room here if you ever want to do a benefit your historical society. We'd love to have you come in and raise a bunch of money for you. We'll work with you.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Roy.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Well, we got Rob.